live from the Hermosa Ballroom at the Robson Ranch in Eloy, Arizona, the Great Southwest Radio Theater Project presents their season finale performance of radio dramas, jingles, and jazz songs. Tonight, we bring you the classic thriller from the original suspense radio series entitled I Saw Myself Running, the story of a woman who can't tell which is reality and which is her nightmare. Following a brief intermission, GSR will return with a light-hearted episode of the popular long-running comedy series, Fibber McGee and Molly. Tonight's episode is entitled Chocolate Candy. But before we bring you our first drama, sit back and relax with a favorite number from our own GSR jazz singer, Bonnie Lee.
Missed the Saturday dance, heard they crowded the floor. Awfully different without you, don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club, got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you, don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up old memories? Been invited on dates, might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you, don't get around much anymore. Dates might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you, don't get around much anymore. Awfully different without you, don't get around much anymore.
Bonnie Lee, let's hear it for Bonnie Lee. Tonight, show him how much lovelier your hair can look after a Luster Cream shampoo. Only Luster Cream brings you Kay Duma's magic formula blend of secret ingredients plus gentle lanolin. Gives loveliness to lather even in hardest water. Glamorizes your hair even as you wash it. Luster Cream, not a soap, not a liquid, but a dainty cream shampoo. Take it from actress Deborah Carr. Luster Cream leaves hair fragrantly clean, free of loose dandruff, glistening with sheen, soft, manageable. Gives new beauty to all hairdos or permanents. A 4-ounce jar is just $1, smaller sizes in either tubes or jars. Tonight, try Luster Cream Shampoo and be a
dream girl, beautiful Luster Cream girl. You owe your crowning glory to Luster Cream Shampoo. Two beans times two beans make 4 beans.
Nescafe uses much more beans.
10 beans times 4 beans, and add 3 more beans, make 43 rich coffee beans.
Yes, you get 43 beans in every cup of Nescafe.
Real coffee beans, that's all there is in Nescafe.
43 beans make every cup of Nescafe the all-coffee instant coffee.
With the let's have another cup taste.
Extra beans means extra flavor. Today's Nescafe goes all the way for flavor with 43 choice beans in every cup. So be sure to always keep a 12-ounce jar of Nescafe instant coffee in your kitchen cupboard so that you can enjoy a delicious hot cup of Nescafe instant coffee.
Yes, you get 43 beans in every cup of Nescafe.
Real coffee beans, that's all there is in Nescafe.
43 beans in every cup of Nescafe, the all-coffee instant coffee.
With the let's have another cup taste.
And now sit back and relax with a hot cup of Nescafe instant coffee and listen to an old-time favorite from our GSR jazz singer, Carlos Jimenez.
That old black magic has me in its spell. That old black magic that you weave so well. I see fingers up and down my spine. Same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine. Same old tingle that I feel inside. Then that elevator starts its rise. Down and down I go, all around I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide. I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name, and I'm aflame. Flame with such burning desire, and only your kiss can put out the fire. You are the lover I've waited for. You're the mate that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine, baby, down and down I go, all around I go, under that old black magic called love. I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name, and I'm aflame. Aflame with such burning desire, and only your kiss can put out my fire. You are the lover I've waited for. You're the mate that fate had me created for. 'Cause every time your lips meet mine, baby, down and down I go, all around I go, in a spin, just crazy about the spin I'm in, under that old black magic called love.
Carlos Jimenez. Thank you, Carlos. Tired of the everyday grind? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all? We offer you Escape designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure. You are standing in an inky blackness, looking up a long flight of stairs, at the top of which lurks something unbelievably evil. Out of the moving shadows behind you, coming closer to you, it's a shadowy figure of something that could only come from a nightmare. Listen now as Escape brings you Antony Ellis's terrifying story, I Saw Myself Running.
You through with the magazine section, sweetie?
No, but it's all right here.
Oh, well, if you're not through with it.
No, you have it.
Thanks. You want the woman's page?
No thanks. Freddie? I had the strangest dream last night.
Oh, anybody we know?
Don't be funny. If you stop reading for a minute, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
I was scared.
Well, why didn't you wake me up?
Why? It wouldn't have done any good. It's a funny thing. It was a nightmare, I guess. You know, the kind where you see yourself running away from something or from somebody.
Too much beer.
I want to ask you, it's very important.
What, darling?
Do you notice how sometimes in a dream, everything is happening to you, and then you suddenly find yourself standing there, watching it, watching yourself. And you say to yourself, it's a dream. And I don't have to be frightened because in a minute I'll wake up.
I guess so. Something like that, I guess.
Well, last night, a lot of other nights, Freddie, it's been different. It starts the same way, like any other dream, I suppose. But then I'm running away. Somebody I don't know is following me, and then there are two of us, both me running.
Is the coffee still hot?
Freddie!
Sue, honey, I don't know anything about dreams. If you're asking me what I think it means, well, I don't know. Offhand, I'd say it's that last bottle of beer. Coffee? Thanks.
Freddie? Nothing. How do you explain a dream? You don't. You can't. At first, it frightens you. And then in the morning, as the morning passes, it fades by, and by lunchtime, forgotten. Freddie and I went to bed early that night. I think I was a little surprised when it began again. I didn't realize I was asleep yet, but it was there, the same as the last time. A face, only a face, not unkind or anything. And it was so far away. And around it was a piece of cardboard with circles drawn on it, the face in the center. And it went round and round. First only a dot, and then it came closer, and the noise came with it, and everything was spinning so much it made me dizzy, but I could always see it right side up. It was very close to me, and the face was somebody's I'd never seen before. It was a man, I think, and I knew that he didn't care, and I wanted to cry. Then it was gone. I was alone in a big hall, and I thought I'd seen the place before, but I couldn't have because I knew it was only a dream. Even then, I knew I was dreaming because I could see myself. There was a wide staircase going up into a dark place that was higher than any place I'd ever seen. I was at the foot of the stairs, looking up, and my face was frightened. I saw myself open my mouth to say something, to call, upstairs into the darkness.
Don't come down. Please don't. I don't want to see you. I'm afraid. Don't come down.
But I'd never heard myself before. Not really. I always thought I said things in dreams, but not this way. Not so that I really heard. And the voice wasn't my own. I found myself looking up the staircase with her, and there were two of us, standing next to each other, touching. I could feel her hand. It was warm.
Oh, don't. You mustn't come down.
Who is it?
I don't know, Susan. I never know. But it's up there, in the shadows.
It's too dark. I can't see anything. What does it look like?
Oh, listen. You can hear it. I'm afraid. It'll come down soon, and I'll try to run, but I won't be able to get away. It's always the same.
But this is a dream. It's a dream. I'm having a dream. I can wake up now if I want to.
I'll be here alone then. You always leave me here alone.
That's silly. How can I leave you alone when you're me? It's only a dream. I can wake up now.
Oh, no. You've got to stay this time. Look up there. It'll be coming down in a minute. We'll have to run.
I won't run.
I always do. I have to.
No, I want to see it.
It'll kill you if you stay.
How do you know? You haven't seen it.
It'll kill me, too. I'm afraid.
This is a dream. There's nothing to be afraid of.
It's coming down. Run! Run!
We ran, both of us. And all this time, in all my dreams, that girl hadn't been me at all. And then the great hall and the staircases weren't there. We were in this lovely garden, and it was very quiet. Except for a single bird, and it sang strangely and sadly.
Why do you dream?
What a question. Everybody dreams.
If you didn't dream, I wouldn't have to be here. I wouldn't be afraid all the time.
There's nothing to be afraid of. It's warm. It's so peaceful. Look at the roses and the caterpillars.
I'm afraid of caterpillars.
I used to be. I'm not anymore.
I'm still afraid of them. I remember the first time you dreamed of them. You'd been frightened when one crawled on your hand. You were very small then. That's the first time I had to be afraid of them.
But that was a long time ago. I don't mind them now.
I do. I mind everything you think you've forgotten. Oh, look! There's one crawling on my shoe. Will you squash the caterpillar? I can't. I'm afraid.
All right. Where's this place?
It's an airplane.
I've never been in an airplane before.
I know. I'm afraid of them. I'll fall out, and there'll be such a long time for me to know that I'm going to die. I don't want to fall.
Hold on to me. You won't fall. It's only a dream, you see. Freddie's the pilot, and he can't fly. I know he can't.
You keep saying that.
What?
It's only a dream. Doesn't matter to you. You can wake up. I can't. I have to stay. I have to live with this all the time.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Look! The plane's breaking up! We're going to fall! We're going to fall now! We'll be all right. We've got our parachutes. parachutes on. You know, you have to count to 3 or 10, and then you pull a ring. I've seen them do it in the movies. We'll be all right. We'll jump. No, I can't. We've got to. It's such a nice floating sensation. I'd no idea we were so high. I've got to count to 10 and pull the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't find it. It won't work. I'm going to die. I'm falling. I'm going to die. Oh!
Honey, wake up. Susan, wake up. You're dreaming. Susan.
Oh, Freddie.
Now. It's all right. You're okay now. It was a nightmare.
Please, turn on the light.
There, see?
I was falling. I fell out of an airplane. I was going to die.
Now, darling, it was that TV show we watched.
Freddie!
It's all right. I love you. You don't have to be afraid. You're right here, and everything's fine. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Come on, you climb in with me.
Freddie, I don't want to dream anymore. I'm afraid. It was like last night, the other night, but worse.
Now listen, Susan.
Freddie, look at me. Do I sound the same?
Honey?
Do I sound the same? There's 2 of us. When I go to sleep, when I dream, there's another woman there. That's who I've been seeing all these years. It's not me. It's someone else. She's there all the time, Freddie. I don't want to dream anymore. Something's going to happen. I'm afraid. Freddie took me to the doctor, and I tried to tell him about the dream. And when I finished, he examined me, tested my heart, blood pressure, and then he said,
Susan, you're tired. That's what's the matter with you.
But I haven't been doing anything to be tired. Really, I haven't.
You're overwrought. It could be a vitamin deficiency, any number of little things, but it's not serious. You're in good shape. Now what you need to is to get away for a few days.
Well, I feel all right. It's just that dream. The girl, the one who looks like me.
Now, I want you to forget about that dream. It's only because you're tired that you have the dream in the first place. Now, I'm going to give you a sedative to take and just before going to bed. A few nights good sleep and you'll be fit as a fiddle.
I don't want to dream anymore. That's all. He patted me on the arm, smiling, Freddie smiling, and I took the little box of sedative pills home with me. I couldn't tell them. I couldn't make them understand. It wasn't just a dream. It was something that was happening, really happening. And that night, I decided I wouldn't sleep. I'd stay awake. And if I was awake, I couldn't dream. After Freddie was asleep, I got up and I went into the living room. I got a new library book and I began to read. It was 11 o'clock then. I mustn't. I almost did. I wish we had something to make me stay awake. This is silly. I'm a grown woman. Why should I behave like a child? But I'm afraid. Who is she? That girl. It's not a dream. And because it's not, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not. stuck. Wonder to what time it gets light. It'll be easier when it gets light. I'll read some more. Make some coffee. At 7 o'clock, I got back into bed and pretended to be asleep when Freddie got up. I heard him making coffee, and then he came back in, kissed me, and left for the office. Somehow, I stayed awake the whole day. I tried to buy something at the drugstore to stop me from sleeping, but they wouldn't give it to me without a prescription. And then Freddie called to say he had to entertain some out-of-town people that night. After that, I had to lie down on the living room couch because I felt sick. It was 8 o'clock. I won't. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going. I won't. No, I don't feel well. I just gotta lie down a little, but I won't sleep. In a minute, I'll feel all right. Then I can get up. In a minute. In just a minute. I'll wake up in a minute. I'm so tired. There's that big hall again, and the staircase. I can see her, looking up into the dark.
You didn't come last night.
I know.
I was waiting here. It didn't come down, though, the thing up there.
You couldn't have been here. You're only me in a dream. And when I don't dream, you're not here.
I'm always here. I have to see the things happen.
Things don't really happen in dreams. It's imagination.
No, it isn't. Look up there in the dark. It's up there, waiting. Soon it'll start to come down.
How do you know?
It does. And we'll have to run.
But if we run, we can't see it. Perhaps if we didn't run, we saw it. We wouldn't be afraid anymore.
Oh, no. Listen. It's going to come down. I know it is.
We won't run. We'll wait for it.
I can't. I'm afraid.
You're me. I'm not afraid now. You can't be.
Look.
The darkness at the top of the stairs seemed to move, take shape, and I heard her screaming. Ah! I saw myself screaming, but it wasn't my voice. It was the girl I stood next to. And slowly, painfully, she turned away from the stairs and tried to run. It was like slow motion. Her legs moved, but she stayed in the same place. And the darkness started to come toward us. It swirled down the stairs, and it was a figure in it, and a face. But the mouth in the face wasn't a mouth at all. It had no form. And the face changed, and it grew bigger. It came closer. Around it, an awful blackness, and I saw myself running. Oh! 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 We were standing in a narrow stone passageway. It was cold and damp, and the other girl, who wasn't me, was holding a gun. We both were, and we looked behind us because around the corner, out of sight, it was following us. I heard the telephone ringing, and I couldn't understand how there could be a telephone in that place.
I'm tired. I can't run anymore.
Well, we'll rest for a minute. I wish someone would answer the phone.
You do it.
It sounds like my telephone.
How can it be?
Because this is only a dream. And if I wake up, I'll answer it. It's on the table at the end of the couch. I can wake up and answer it.
No, you can't. I won't let you. I'm not going to stay here alone.
I've got to wake up.
You can't now. Oh, listen. We've got to run again. It'll catch us.
No!
Hurry!
I felt the cold horror behind us, and I ran, following the twisted passageway. And I knew that the telephone had been my last chance to wake up. And I couldn't.
There's a light ahead.
It won't dare to follow us into the light. Are you tired?
Are you?
No. It's funny how we seem to almost float. I'm not tired at all. I don't think we need the guns now. I'm going to throw mine away.
I'm not.
I'm afraid of guns.
I used to be. I'm not anymore.
Wait a minute. Those two men, you see? In the entrance?
Yes.
I wonder why they're there. Maybe they'll try to stop us from getting out.
I've got the gun.
Oh, I shouldn't have thrown mine away.
Oh, it'll be all right. Come on.
It's Freddie. Freddie and Dr. Peters.
I know.
Freddie, it's me, Susan.
Stay where you are, Susan. Don't come any closer.
But it's following us. We've got to get out.
You'll have to go back.
No!
Go back, Susan. Go back into the passage.
No!
You can't come out anymore, Susan.
But I must!
Let me talk to them, Susan. You let me talk to them. I'll take care of it. You'll see.
I saw her walk slowly to the entrance, to where it was light, and there was sunshine. And the three of them talked very quietly. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I knew it was about me. And ever so faintly, I heard the sound of the thing that was waiting somewhere in the blackness of the passage. She was pointing at me, and Freddie was laughing, and it made me angry. So angry that I forgot to be afraid. I ran over to them, and as I did, they blocked the entrance, linking their arms to keep me back.
She told us all about you, Susan. It's taken a long time to find you out.
Stop it! There's no such person. She's me. She's Susan. This is only a dream. I can wake up whenever I want. Stop it. It's true. Ask her. She'll tell you.
My dear Susan, how can we ask her if you say she doesn't exist? You're tired, overwrought.
Oh, I'm not. You mustn't say that. It isn't true. Please, let me out. I'm cold. I'm afraid.
You've kept her down here all your life. Now, because you're afraid and cold, you expect us to let you out and make her go back inside.
Freddie, it's me. I'm your wife, Freddie.
I've always been fair. I want to be fair this time.
Oh, yes, we have to be fair.
Sue, what do you think? Should we let her out?
Oh, I know. She'll only wake up and leave me here. I want to wake up this time. Let her stay.
You're all crazy. She's not Susan. I am. She's nobody. She's in the dream. Stop it, please.
We have to be fair, we really do. If you only weren't so tired and so overwrought.
I suggest we take a vote.
Yeah, that's eminently fair, a vote.
I think so, too.
We'll vote yay or nay on the proposition. That's the way it's done at board meetings in my office. Yay or nay. We let her out? Yay. We don't let her out? Nay. Sue?
Nay.
Doctor?
Nay.
And I cast my vote. Nay. The vote has been taken and duly recorded.
You can't make me stay. I won't. Please, let me out.
I think that you'd better
Please,
talk to her, Sue.
Let me
You're a woman.
No,
It's
let
better
me
that
out,
way.
please.
The doctor and I will wait outside for you.
All right.
Please. Oh.
Don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid now. That comes later, when you have to go back into the passage, when I wake up.
You can't wake up, never. You're not alive.
I want to tell you something. When I wake up, I'm not going to be like you. I'll never dream ever again. You're going to stay here alone, just the way you made me do it all your life. You can run. You can run and never be able to escape. But I shan't come here to be with you. Listen, it's waiting for you. Can you hear it?
No, please, don't leave me, please. You can't leave, please.
It won't get you if you keep running, but you mustn't ever stop.
I'm afraid. It's dark. I'm afraid. Oh, please, don't make me go back. I'm Susan. I've got to wake up. Please, I'm afraid. It's so dark, so dark. I have to run. The darkness, it's behind me. Freddie! Freddie! Freddie!
I think I'll wake up now.
Susan, Susan, darling, are you all right? Susan. I called you, but there was no answer. I was worried. You all right? Feeling better? You look better. Say, you know what? I've arranged to take 5 days off from the office. We'll go up to the mountains. That's what the doctor ordered. How about it?
Oh, it sounds wonderful, Freddie.
I wonder if we... Suze?
Yes, darling?
Your voice, it sounds funny.
My voice? Well, it's me, and it's the only voice I've got.
But it doesn't sound like you. Are you sure you're...
Oh, silly. Why, how can it be me and not sound like me? Oh, you are silly. Give me a kiss.
Suze, what's the matter with your voice?
Escape has brought you I Saw Myself Running, written and directed by Antony Ellis. The role of Susan was played by Veronica Long. Susan's husband, Fred, was played by Jim Ilton. The role of Susan's double, Sue, was played by Jane Toth. And Renee Sandoval played Dr. Peters. Our Foley artist is Rod Gibson, and I'm your announcer and director of this radio play, Ralph Swain. Thank you for tuning in. This is the CBS Broadcasting Company.
Hello, everybody, hello. Hello is a shampoo that glorifies your hair. Say hello, everybody, hello.
Use Halo shampoo if you want naturally bright and beautiful hair. Remember, even finer soaps and soap shampoos hide the natural luster of your hair with dulling soap film. But Halo contains no soaps. The first time you use Halo, your hair glistens in all its natural beauty. The natural color and luster shines like sunshine through a clean window pane. And remember, even in hardest water, Halo makes oceans of rich, fragrant lather. Halo quickly carries away loose dandruff and oils. Use Halo on your children's hair too. Say hello to Halo and goodbye to dulling soap film. Get Halo shampoo at any cosmetic counter. Remember, Halo glorifies your hair.
So hello, everybody, hello. Hello, shampoo, hello.
A doodly dot dot, a doodly dot. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is a drink for you. Nickel, 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 trickle, 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 nickel, 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 trick.
Whether it's in a chilled bottle or at the soda fountain counter at your favorite drugstore, be sure to pick up a cool, refreshing bottle of Pepsi. Pepsi Cola, the nickel drink for everyone.
A doodly dot dot, a doodly dot. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is a drink for you. Nickel, 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 trickle, 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 nickel, 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 trick.
Sit back with a ice cold bottle of Coca-Cola. Excuse me. We just picked up a new sponsor. Sit back and relax and enjoy Carlos Jimenez.
That was part of the show. I've never cared much for moonlit skies, never winked back at fireflies. Now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. Never went in for afterglow or candlelight on the mistletoe. Now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and lit that spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. Never made love by lantern shine, never saw rainbows in my wine. Now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Never cared much for moonlit skies, never winked back at fireflies. Now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went in for afterglow, candlelight on the mistletoe. Now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. You know I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and lit that spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. Never made love by lantern shine, never saw rainbows in my wine. Now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning, oh, to see the light.
Carlos Jimenez.